Yo, what's happening, you guys? Quite of a cloudy day here in Vancouver. Overcast as always. Hopefully tomorrow is going to change. It's not going to be the same as it is today. But for the meantime, before I head out of here and do my errands, right? I mean, everyone has their little errands that they do in the morning. Unfortunately for me, it doesn't end. Like there's a never ending to my errands, and it's what keeps me moving. Okay, so before before we head out of here, all right, and start doing my errands, I just want to say thank you for being here with me, right, listening to what I'm going to say and what I'm going to spew out of this golden beautiful mouth into that beautiful brain of yours. So if you guys are ready for what it is that's coming into that beautiful brain of yours, then I suggest you guys hit the like button. Comment the section below if you guys have anything that you guys want to share with me. Any compliments. I do love compliments. Any, I don't know, anything knowledgeable that maybe you guys want to share with me that I probably want to go dive into and start learning for myself. Anything that you guys want to share with me, I'm more than open to listen. Right, more than open to contribute to whatever it is that you're going through. All right, so to cut to the heart of the matter, what I want to say in today's video, okay, is this. Are you ready? Okay, let's begin. So for most people, for a lot of people, okay, especially with what's been happening in the world, as as you might have seen, and as what I've seen so far is that way too many people right now are pretty much going off by this narrative. Okay, I don't know where this narrative came from. I mean, it could have came from the news. It could have came from social media. It could have came from politicians, friends, doctors, people that you surround yourself with. All right, and what it's doing to those people, the same people that have that narrative, right, that's kind of like um that's telling them what's real and what's not real. It's pretty much causing them to limit themselves. Okay, it's kind of limiting themselves to where it's impossible for them to open up to different realms or different opportunities, or discovering different options to get around that perception, right, that mindset. And so what happens is that they begin to close off, right, whatever the other person is trying to convey, you know whether it is just a simple conversation in regards to their opinions. um they tend to become standoffish. They close off, right? They put this barrier, this wall that prevents that dialogue, right, that connection, that that sharing. And so it kind of disconnects both people from talking with each other. And so what I've seen is so far, especially I think it was last week, 2 weeks ago, there was this lady, right? We were pretty much at TJ Maxx. I was with my mom. We're just doing some shopping, right? Just browsing through the clothes section, see what it was there that I could probably use in terms of reselling, right? Putting an offer up and trying to make some money on the side, right? Something to feed my wallet with. And as I was talking with my mom, I hear in the background a lady just screaming her ass off, like with like the meanest words I've ever heard. Like what's going on back there? So me and my mom kind of like slowly look towards that direction where the noise and all the screaming is coming from. And what I saw was kind of like mind blowing, because the lady wasn't mad over, I don't know, over something, and something in the clothes section, or um anything to do with, the items that the store was selling. um what kind of got my attention was that the fact that she was yelling at another person, a younger female, from being, because the other female was being like super close to her, right? Both of them were browsing in the same section, and I guess the other female wasn't really paying attention where she was at. She was kind of like, looking through the clothes, see if any of the clothes that she was going through would, catch her attention, or whatever. And the other lady was kind of pissed off because the she reacted because of the distance between the two of them were 6 feet, like. And so she started screaming, telling her, like, fuck off, you too close, I don't want to catch your disease, and all this like negative comments. And the lady that was getting close to her was totally like just lost and confused, and was wondering what the fuck is going on here. And she was, I don't know, she was just kind of like, she was just out of place right there, because you know everyone's attention was towards them, and she didn't know how to pretty much respond to that. And so she backed away, and still the lady that was screaming at her was still going off. I was like, dude, like, chill. What did this other lady do to you, other than being 3 feet close to you? So what kind of like sparked me off, and thought to myself, like, damn, really, is this what the world is coming into? Like, what's the news, or television, or social media, or all these information that's being brought out, and pretty much changing the perception, or the human consciousness, telling them, or telling most of us, that this is the real world now. Okay, the old world is gone. Like, learn to accept this new trend, this new world. And that was pretty much what I was seeing. She managed to take on a new perception, right? A new perspective that was never hers to begin with, right? She was using it based on fear, right? Let me repeat that again. She was using that perception based on the fear, or the outcome that she had about reality. If the person was to get close to her, she might catch a disease, or the virus, right? Both of them were wearing masks, if masks do help, but they were both wearing masks, right? And she was just belligerent, and I was, in my head, I was laughing, right? For many of you who have different perceptions, different information about this whole event, then it's going to be different. It just depends on what perception, what narrative are you going off by. All right, perception is power, you guys. So know what information you're taking in, and how are you using it to your advantage. Okay, I want you guys to like think about this stuff. And so, guys, if you are in an environment where your perception is being played with, right? It's not directed to a more positive kind of like mindset, and rather it's kind of like putting you in a perspective where it's downgrading, and it's constant fear all the time, right? Not only you're hurting yourself internally, but you're hurting the other people around you. And I don't know if that's going to get you anywhere in the world. So I want you guys to think about that. Like, what perception are you guys using right now? Is it yours? Something that you've created for yourself? Or is it from another, I don't know, from someone else, right? From another source. All right, guys. Well, I hope that pretty much open your mind to a whole, I don't know, a whole different world, whole different universe. And I want you guys to like dive deep into it and ask yourself, what perception am I using right now? Right? Where is my perception coming from? How can I use this perception, right? This perspective that I have right now to leverage my situation, to further myself, to better myself as a human being, so I can impact those around me, right? Positively, right? How can I bring or lift people up? Like, how can I bring them up so that way they don't have to worry? They don't have to be thinking about negativity all the time. Like, I want you guys to think about that and ask yourself that question, okay? For the meantime, I'm going to head out of here and do my thing. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.